To get us started, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of Utah. This is up on Skyline Drive by Fairview, Utah, and gorgeous little reservoir up here. We had a ton of fun. Just thought we'd show you what we've been doing. Way over there, there's a paddleboard. That is Jack. It's super pixelated. Just grabbing some quick dinner before we go out riding. We're out riding. A couple deer right here. We already saw a good little 3-point earlier. See if we can zoom in on them. They're nervous because I got off. And Eliza's trying to talk to me on the walkie-talkie. Couple does. Having dinner. Sunset's coming. Eliza and Jack. We've seen 5 deer tonight riding around. It's dusk. Yeah, Eliza and I saw 2 more deer. And right here out the camper. So this is the pen, right? They're up there riding on the trail.
I'm trying not to get eaten alive.
And we have the river right down here. There's a reservoir right up there. Comes out of that into another reservoir down here. Little waterfall. And then there's a little pond right down there. We are currently at 9,282 feet, and the mountains still go up. Jami loves waterfalls.
Huh?
I said you love waterfalls. That's a good little waterfall.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a good one.
I was concerned about the tree blowing over. We had some big winds, some real big gusts, and it got our sign. Just came and snapped it in half, smashed it down, split the wood. Look at these posts. Just split them. They look like tweezers now. Oh well, time for a new sign. It was time anyway. I think Jamie's been wanting to redo it. It's starting to get some crackle. Oh man, look at all my walnuts that got blown off. The hollyhocks. The walnuts are pretty good size. I might be able to just let those cure. Look at these hollyhocks back here. They had big old flowers on them, looking gorgeous. We'll trim these, cut these, and see if it'll come back. It's usually a bloom in the spring and then it ends during the summer. Man, that wind really ripped through here. Look at all my walnuts. I still got a bunch on though. It's looking like we got about half left on. But look at it. So many. Look at the grapevine. I'm gonna have to get a new one of these. I don't think that's going back together. The grapes are okay, they're still growing. Gonna have to figure something out for these, see if we can wind them back up on. Because I don't think that thing's gonna go back up. Oh, the wind got more of my building here. I wonder where that siding went. That doesn't look very good. It was already not looking good. And someone left us a bunch of fun stuff. Look at that. Sitting out here. I like that pile. It's gonna be a hot one today. I've got my working hat on. Jamie says I need to protect my neck better. Just had to go get a little spot blasted and frozen off my head. It was fine. They said it was just, he didn't like the way it looked, but not cancerous. Didn't even do a biopsy. Anyway, we got this from Costco a few days ago. Actually, it's been like a week. We got those new chicks that need to go in there, and I got to make a space for them and get a bunch of other stuff done and pull all these trailers in the back and transplant some tomatoes on top of that. We'll see how well they transplant. It should be all right. All right, we got the chainsaw out. I got to do a little trailer shuffle. My neighbor is kind enough to let me use this back lot. We got a vehicle of his and Harrington's Jeep back here. Gotta get rid of that Jeep. It's just been sitting. It doesn't have a transmission in it. But this tree is what we're actually after right now. You can see the garden's getting watered good. The sunflower crop, for whatever reason, it wasn't getting water good over there. So these ones have a head start. We got a couple pumpkins. I gotta come back here and do some weeding, but it's growing stuff, which is encouraging. We'll pay a little more attention. We're gonna transplant some tomatoes later on today. You can see how dry it gets back here though without that sprinkler. We haven't had measurable rain in quite some time. The horses are gone today. They're off doing a rodeo. It's rodeo week. I imagine they're down doing stuff. But got to get rid of this. Oh, I didn't even know that had a pole in it. Someone had that tied off at one point. That is an old fence post. I haven't seen one like that in a long, long time. But Jack and I are gonna get this cut up and moved to a manageable place. We're taking this cottonwood down, and I'm just gonna be cutting the little limbs off, and then we'll haul those away, and then we'll cut the rest of this up for burning or whatever into a manageable size to haul off.
I'm over there pulling weeds in the shade. You can see I've got a little pile. I've got a lot of work to keep me busy. And Zeb is using the tractor to bring in the new chicken coop. So eventually the big chickens will be all the way gone. The little chickens will just have a small area over there. And I'll have a greenhouse here. At least that's the plan.
Easy way to get your kids to help is to have them help you back up the tractor. Although he's got the flashers on. I'm not sure why he's got that on. Make sure you're checking both mirrors. Watch the other side too. I always make sure he knows to go good and slow. That's how you wreck things, is when you're going fast with heavy equipment. It's much better looking, this little spot I've got watered. Okay, straighten this out. Tilt this, and then go ahead and just park it. All right, down. Nope, other way. Ooh, go slow. There, you got it. Tilt it a little more. Okay, now go down, that's fine. Now it'll relax when the hydraulics settle. Okay, put the e-brake on and turn her off. Alright. Looks like all the panels are right here. Okay, we're gonna get this crate pulled apart and then we'll start putting pieces together.
All right, so it's like all giant pieces. I thought this was gonna take all day, but I don't think it is.
No, it's already prefabbed into panels. We just got to connect the panels. It's insulated too. So.
You know what you should do? You should finally install the chicken door.
Oh, yeah.
Not right now, but like before winter. So Zeb opened this. It's just panels. This is the old Coop. It works fine. I think a lot of people think that they need to have like some fancy situation. I think, what was this, like $600?
Yeah, and it's actually worked really, really well.
It's worked great, but we're gonna be getting smaller chickens. So we have a smaller coop. This coop was $1,000, but it's cuter. I think we probably should repaint this.
It was $1,000 at Costco.
It was $1,000 at Costco, so it's probably like
$1,400 somewhere else.
$1,400, $2,000 somewhere else. Yeah. Look at my pretty chairs in the barn. Yeah, we do need to side this side of the barn so it looks better. People give us a hard time about painting it, but I feel like if we hadn't have painted it, this would have all been coming off. But anyways, this is going, and we're gonna put it over there for right now because the big chickens are staying here for a little bit. And then eventually maybe we'll put it on some of the property that we own. We have some land that could use a shed.
All right, we're gonna have to give this a good hose down. We did earlier this spring, but I haven't done it in a month or so with the hosing. We scoop it out, but these are cement anchors. I might have to cut these off there. Seem like they got a little corroded. Nope, broke free. All right, so just need to unscrew these, and we got one in each corner, and then we can just slide this across, and they'll use it on the other side until the little chickens are ready to be integrated back with the rest of the flock. It says to keep your chickens apart when you introduce new chicks or hens for 30 days. That way, if you've got something in another flock that you're introducing to, you don't spread disease.
Okay, so this needs to go over in that corner. Over there.
All the way over in that corner?
Yeah, well, because I want to put a tarp from like the fence over to it to give them some shade. Okay. I mean, obviously for right now, the little chickens are going to be in the little coop and we won't let them out. But once we start letting the little chickens out, well, actually, then the big chickens are just going to have to go. The big chickens are just going to have to go when...
Take your brick. Make sure your brick stays under there.
The big chickens are just going to have to go when the little chickens get out because there's only going to be a 4-foot fence and the big chickens can hop it. And it won't be nice. How many rays does it take to move a shed? 1 to film and 2 to push.
Yeah.
Zeb says there's earthworms. The chickens are going to have themselves a snack later.
So we had to raise it up to get it past these posts.
Oh, yeah. You think the chickens are going to feel displaced?
I don't think they're going to care much.
They're probably going to still spend most of their day over here in the shade till they get moved. He's just moving it like 2 inches. 2 inches at a time.
Push down low. Here are the directions on this thing. They're pretty straightforward. Looks like you just kind of lay everything out and screw it all together. They already come with screws pre-drilled in there, so I don't even have to hunt screws down. I just find the right bit and drill them in. So the hose was building some pressure, and Jami, it blew up on her. It had some a leak in the outer layer, and it finally gave out and soaked her down.
And now Jack has taken the shade job.
Yeah, Jack, you don't even know if you can see him over there. He's wiggling a little. He's working in the patio over there now.
And all the weeds out of the rocks.
It's time to rake this again, though. The chickens ate a lot of the weeds, but now it's just like almost like straw out here.
Zeb's got to find wall B. It's funny because we thought this was all just going to be pieces and that Zeb was going to have to just build it. This is a lot better than that.
Yeah, this is pretty easy.
That's good times.
It's gonna be like 20 screws and I'll be done.
Yeah. We could use that, whatever that caging is there, to build them a little enclosure if they want to come out of the coop and keep the other chickens away from them. I hope you didn't scratch my new paint job.
It came with touch-up paint.
Oh, good.
There's like 2 little samples of touch-up paint.
They knew we were gonna need it.
Yep.
Because look what you did. Actually, I think they got that on there.
Might have been from the shipping.
Okay. Ah! I was just gonna say, look how cute that door is. Maybe I shouldn't be filming. You want me to hold that?
That's all chipped up.
Oh no.
I skipped a step. If you put the front wall on first and then the 2 sides, front wall, back wall, then the 2 sides go on, you don't have to climb inside of here, but I put the sides on first.
What did you not do?
Read all of the directions. I read like step 1 through 3 and I skipped over 6, like all the way through 7.
Yeah, if anybody knows the people over at Over Easy Coop, they don't paint very good. They like to have their toddlers helping them. There's drips, there's paint all over everything. They sent touch-up paint. They sent touch-up paint, so, which is good. All right, now the roof goes on, and then Zeb's got to climb in there and make their little roost. It'll be like your own little playhouse. What I want to know is who's going to clean out this tiny little coop.
It's not a big door over here. You can just push it on out. So far, the vines look like they're doing okay. The tall one's kind of just bent over. Nothing really seems broken. I don't have time to get to that today. Probably won't make this video, but I'm going to get another trellis like these big pig panels or whatever you want to call them, horse panels, and put one of those right here where this vine is. I think that'll hold up better in the wind. Anchor it down with some big stakes, and then we'll get this hung back up. The grapes are all doing real good. Someone said to cut them off and you'll get bigger grapes, but we just kind of juice them all, so I think it's mostly okay. We'll eat some fresh and then juice the rest. All right, most of these are tomatoes. We got to thin these out. I'm gonna go put those in some holes I just dug in the back. It might not ever get weeded real well back there. I'm gonna keep it clear around the plants, but let's get these out of here. Get at least some of the big ones and move those. Just gonna put a big shovel full, pop it out. Oh, look how good and healthy that is. I get that big old earthworm. Set it in here, and we'll slide it into the new holes. All right, let's go get these tomatoes in the ground, get them transplanted up and get them soaking. We got these holes dug out here. We'll just fill them in. Jami's going through. Here, you need the shovel to pull that out. I just churned them. I didn't really dig the dirt out.
It's not too precious. You just shove them in the hole, put the dirt over the top, and then make sure they're really nice and watered. You gonna turn the water on after this?
I'm gonna come soak them with the hose first, and then I'll turn the water on.
All right.
You gotta give them
Get some of that zucchini out though too. We have way too much squash growing.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Feels kind of fruitless pulling these weeds. They're just gonna be right back. I just want to give them like a defensible space so they're not fighting for sun.
Are these all the ones we're transplanting?
Yeah.
The rest are just gonna pitch.
Probably. They're all just weeds. I mean, how many tomatoes do we need?
Well,
It's hard to...
I would have got the ones in that front bed because those will probably be more
Well, we can go get some more.
Some heirloom, and these are probably all cherry tomatoes.
No, these are from the back one.
Yeah, those are cherry.
They're already wilty. I just dug them up like 3 minutes ago.
This is like 500 degrees out.
It's 90. Probably should have waited till the morning.
Yeah, we've been putting it off for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I just pull them out of the ground.
Well, this dirt's not getting that wet. It's not watered like the garden is.
No, I'm talking about the plants themselves.
Oh, Jack, can you run go grab us some cages? They're by the AC condenser. Careful where you're stepping. Okay, last one, then we'll come soak them down.
I don't know if this is gonna survive.
Well, if we get all the dirt wet, oh, the roots all fell off the dirt.
Yeah.
Well, it's just kind of like pulling them out like you were talking about.
I don't know. I think I killed one. All right, so we're just putting cages in and we're gonna water them. They may or may not take. Transplanting isn't an exact science, and we have so many that if these die, we can pull out some more probably.
We're basically weeding the garden right now.
Yeah.
Putting these here.
So we'll see what does better. Zeb's preciously dug up ones or those that I just shoved out. I pulled them out and shoved them in. I also don't know if the zucchini is gonna survive. Same thing, but we'll see. It was in an area where it couldn't stay. Other than the fact that it's got like white on the leaves, which is not really that great for it, probably because we overhead water. This zucchini is doing all right because we got some growing on it. If you like more videos about gardening, chickens, and random Ray life, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you on the next episode. Tell them bye, Zeb.
See you guys later.
Say bye, Jack.
Bye.